Hello and welcome back to part 2 of this 3-part series about helping you to pack like a pro for your holidays. Now excuse the mess because we are in my son's bedroom. Now my son doesn't live at home, he works away, so we tend to use his bedroom as a bit of a packing station. So the week before we go away, this room is always a mess with suitcases, getting everything out of drawers, sorting clothes out in here. And yeah, so we tend to we're very fortunate that we've got this room to sort out for packing for our holidays. So it is what it is, it's a mess, I do apologise, but there you go, you know me, you get what you get. Also, we've had a very busy couple of days. We came home from work today, we both felt absolutely shattered and we went for a sleep for an hour and a half. Now I'm more productive of a night, so we've got the washing machine on, we're sorting stuff out, Jed's doing a bit of cleaning downstairs, he's just doing a bit of sorting out, and I have come up to just get some of the packing started. Today I'm going to be talking about a capsule wardrobe. Now you might not have heard of this before, you might. I learned this from my friend Jackie who lives in Lanzarote, and she taught me this method years and years ago. Now I am a very last minute packer, as you can see. I'm very organised, I have all the things. In the previous video I made for you, which was part 1, I showed you everything we'd need. So things like suitcases, what hand luggage we have, all the plastic bags. Oh, what else did I show you? I showed you a few of the packing cubes that I'm going to be using. But yeah, I really love packing cubes, and I find that if I can just get started with building the beginning of the capsule wardrobe, then if I've got a bit of room, I can chuck a few extra bits and bobs in at the end. So what is a capsule wardrobe? A capsule wardrobe is when you pick maybe 3 or 4 particular colours and then you build your wardrobe for your holiday around these colours. You would pick your jewellery, you would pick your shoes, and then hopefully you can mix and match things. So for example, one of the things I'm going to be showing you in this video is 2 particular dresses. I'm not really a very dressy girl, but I'm going to be taking 2 dresses on holiday, and I'm going to show you the shoes and the jacket and maybe even a cardi. I'm not sure that I will pack with them. But where do we start? Well, I start with the very beginning, and I start with what I'm going to be wearing at the airport. I tend to be very predictable, and for some reason, I don't know, but I always feel comfortable traveling in the same thing. Maybe that's just because that's what I feel comfortable in, I don't know. Jed has already got his clothes out and he's put them over the banister, and I'm going to show you what I am going to be wearing at the airport. Well, I'm not going to show you one thing because it has been washed and it's hanging up in the airing cupboard, and that is my light blue denim Levi's jacket, and that goes with so much stuff. And again, I just like traveling, that's one of my favorite jackets, so yeah. So what am I going to be wearing for the airport? Now, this is folded up, but it's basically a long sleeve, stripy blue and white. It's not like a t-shirt, it's got long sleeves, and it's kind of not a very thick jumper, so it's quite light. So I tend to sort of go with more layers, so I have that and then my denim jacket, and I have got a pair of dark denim blue jeans, and those I will probably wear maybe a couple of times. So this holiday it's a sunny holiday, we're staying all inclusive, you know, it is going to be warm, it is June in Lanzarote, so we're going to expect some nice weather. Overnight it might be a little bit cooler, so sorting out what I'm going to be wearing. Flying, I'm going to be wearing my jeans, that jumper, and my Levi's jacket, which is in the airing cupboard drying as we speak. And also the shoes, I'm going to be wearing my pink Adidas, and I love these. They're quite heavy and quite bulky, so I thought, well, if I wear them, then that's fine. So I'm just going to pop these over the banister, and I know that's the start of my capsule wardrobe. So I'm going to be having pinks, whites and blues. Now, I'm not going to show you everything that I'm packing because quite honestly, you'd probably be bored stiff. Now, one colour I haven't mentioned is black, and black, as you know, plays a very important role in my life, especially with swimwear. Now, I have 2 lots of swimwear colours. I have black and I have blue. I'm only going to pack first my black ones because they're all swimming costumes. It's what I'm most comfortable in. I've had a lot of problems with my bikinis at the moment because as I've lost coming up for 3.5 stone, nothing is fitting me. I've been having a little look round for a new bikini and I just haven't really seen anything that I love, and I just kind of maybe want to wait till the next holiday before I invest and buy another bikini. So the problem I've got at the moment is all the bottoms are massive and the tops, the cup size just isn't fitting properly. So first thing first is I am going to show you the swimming costumes. Now I do have some classic black flip-flops that I absolutely love. They're so comfortable and they are going to be getting packed with my swimming costumes. And I am going to use a packing cube for all of these. In fact, when I came back from my last holiday, everything was washed and just got put straight back in here. So in here I have 3 swimming costumes. Now I can probably manage with 2 because every night when I take it off and I'm in the shower, I tend to wash it, put it on the balcony, and the next day I'd wear a different one, and then the next day after that my first one is dry. So I can actually manage with 2 swimming costumes, but we tend to sort of overpack, don't we? I don't know how many you take, but you know, if you've got any great tips and advice, please do pop them in the comments because I love to read them. I'd love to know where you're going on holiday as well, and how much swimwear do you take? Because yeah, I just feel like because I'm in that changing of size now, I just want to sort of keep, and I've got some really flattering swimming costumes with some really great stomach control. So in here, I've got 3 swimming costumes. Now, this one, I don't really swim in this one, but on the last holiday, you might have seen me going out for a walk and I had some black shorts on and this swimming costume, and it's kind of a little bit dressier and it's quite light, so this is quite nice if I'm going out for a walk and yeah, I don't want to kind of wear a t-shirt if it's very hot. I just want to get a little bit of sun on. So that one, so all of these are going to go in one of these packing cubes with my flip-flops. So I'm going to put my flip-flops in. So then this one, I think this is actually a Marks and Spencer's swimming costume, and like I say, it's got really great tummy control, so that's swimming costume number 2 going in. Swimming costume number 3, this one again slightly different ties at the top, and it's got like a little frilly thing around it. While I'm not particularly that bothered, and I would wear a bikini because I don't mind getting my belly out, I'm really not that bothered. I just, like I say, I just haven't found one because I'm a funny shape, my back's so big and my bottom, like my bottoms and my waist are going a little bit skinnier. I'm not the right size I need to go in a shop where I can buy different sizes. So if you've seen anywhere recently that sells really good swimwear, well, bikini, and I do like to have a swim, so I don't want to go swimming with a bikini that falls down because that's the other problem. Once I start swimming, yeah, the bikini falls down, so it's pointless. So that one's going in there. Now the other thing that I do have is a beach. It's kind of like a dress. It's like waffly there, so it goes around me there, and it's just good for the beach really. So that is going to be going in. So when I get to Lanzarote and I'm unpacking, I basically just take that whole packing cube out and it goes in the wardrobe, and that's it. I just keep it in that, and then I know all my swimwear's in there. Now the only problem is when you love black clothes and you have a white cat, there tends to be cat hair everywhere. So the good thing with this packing cube is there's an extra zip on it. I don't have an awful lot in this one in particular, but you can just zip it up and it makes that like a little bit narrower. So there we go. That is my first packing cube. Everything I need for swimwear, 3 swimming costumes, 1 kind of beach dress, and my flip-flops all in there. Oh, now I tell you what, there's a little bit of room left in that. So tell you what I'm going to do. I've got my sun creams, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to unzip that and put my sun creams inside it. Now I am expecting the weather to be very warm on this holiday. So the other day I bought a brand new Factor 30. I've already probably got half of a Factor 30, and I do buy the Pisbuan allergen. However, this one isn't, so Jed might wear this one. but probably not because it's a 30. He's an absolute bronze god, just goes in the sun and just goes brown. And then there's two other ones that are his, and they are Hawaiian Tropic. And we tend to they've been bought abroad when we've been on the last holiday. So I've got those in a bag like that, and I'm going to slide them inside the swimming costumes. I like to put them in a bag just in case a lid pops off and anything goes out, and I just don't want it going over the clothes. Also going in here, I have got a Factor 50 Pisbuan for the face, and I've got a Pisbuan lip balm and another one which is Malibu, which is Malibu, and they have high factors in. So they are going in there as well. Actually, I found the 15. So there we go. When it comes to unpacking, I know that can come out, go straight in the wardrobe, and I am good to go for my swimwear and my sun lotion the next day. So the other thing I don't know whether I'm going to be doing very much on holiday is going the gym, but I am going to pack my gym stuff. I'm not going to pack a lot. Jed has already packed his gym packing cube. He doesn't take a lot when he goes because every time he comes back from the gym, he's soaking wet. So he tends to wash the t-shirt and shorts through every time he comes back. Leaves it hung in the shower, and normally it's dry the next day. So he tends to just take 2 pairs of socks, a pair of trainers, and one particular kit for the gym. I'm going to be taking a pair of my favourite leggings. I've got a pair of black shorts. My gym trainers will go in a plastic bag and go in separate. I've got a black fleece, my knee brace to help protect my knee, and I've got a little pink top there as well, and I've also got a black vest top, and that is everything I'm going to take for the gym. Tell a lie, no it's not. I've got my gym bra, and I've also got a baseball cap. So far I haven't packed much colour, have I? But we've done my gym bag and we've done my beach wear. We've sorted my clothes for the airport. This is everything Jed has packed for the gym. He's packed slightly different than me. So his gym trainers go in these little bags, and there's a little plastic hole at the bottom. Well, it's not a hole, it's like a little plastic window, and you can see the trainers in there. In here he's got his shorts, his t-shirt, he's actually packed his gym gloves, and he's also got a towel because he is a bit of a sweater. So that is everything for him for the gym. Tighten that up a little bit, and that's his gym bag. Now I'm not going to put these in a packing cube, but we have got our beach bag, 2 extra towels, and we've got the little clips to help them hook back on. Now these are only very, very small towels, and at the hotel they do give you towels, but sometimes I like to put them kind of on the bottom because you never know whether you're going to get big towels or little towels, and also it just helps you to know which are your sunbeds in a sea of sunbeds. And also we probably go to the beach as well. I probably wouldn't take hotel towels to the beach. So that is for the beach and the pool, so that's going to go to one side. Now, we're not big drinkers, but we do like a coffee. And I know in hotels you can probably get a coffee at all times of the day and night, but I do like my I don't necessarily want to have a strong coffee. I quite like my Mellow Birds, and I know lots of people don't like it, and that's fine, but I do. That's what I like in the morning. So I have got in here a decaf for Jed, and I've got a jar of Mellow Birds. Well, to be honest, they're probably about half full. We took them on the last holiday. You do get tea and coffee in rooms, but sometimes you might only get 1 or 2 sachets, and I do like a couple of coffees when I wake up or whenever. So I put that in a plastic bag, and that will go in the case as well. Now this is also probably the only food that I will take, and we picked up these skinny whip bars the other day, and these have got 80 calories in them, and the fiber's quite good actually. 4.7 grams of fiber and not a lot of protein, but yeah, there's not a lot of protein in these, but you know when you kind of get that urge to have something, and I possibly maybe don't want to just be looking at cake tables and eating too much, but sometimes if I'm eating I can kind of say no to a dessert, but then when we kind of get back to the room a bit later, if we have a coffee, sometimes we do fancy a little bar of chocolate. So I've got 3 boxes of skinny whips, 5 bars in each one. So yeah, we'll see how we get on with them. Next up is underwear, and this is one of those things where you tend to have a nightmare about, you know, have I packed enough knickers? We're only going for 10 nights, probably going to be wearing swimwear and bikinis every day. How many pairs of knickers do you need for a 10-night holiday? You know, and you're kind of thinking, oh, accidents and all that, even though like you don't have accidents, you know. So anyway, I have got these little bags got all different sizes of them, and I got them from Primark. I don't know if they still do them, and they're all kind of different sizes, and they were on offer recently and they were in the sale for like £1. You can probably get them online as well. And I stuff a load of knickers in there. There is more than 10 pairs, and I put them all in there again, so when I'm unpacking they just come out and go straight in the cupboard or the drawer. I don't have them all over the place, and yeah, all the knickers go in there. Now my next 2 packing cubes, I've got one for shorts and I've got one for t-shirts, and they've kind of got a mix and match of different things. Now, like I said, I was going to try and stick to pink, blue, white, obviously a splattering of black here, there and everywhere. So in this particular one, I've also got a little pair of white crop jeans. So these have got white crop jeans, some pink and white stripe shorts. They are quite thick and heavy. They do fit quite nice. If it's hot, I probably wouldn't wear them, but if it was a bit cooler, then I would. And then I've got 2 pairs of denim shorts. I've got another pair of denim shorts downstairs that have been washed. I'm going to pop them in here. And also, these are the shorts that I was on about before. These are super comfortable. These were actually from Matalan, and I wear these with the swimming costume, like if we're going out for a walk and it's really hot. Yeah, I kind of like them. So all the shorts are going in one packing cube, and in the other packing cube I've got a bit of a different array of coloured t-shirts. I've got white, pink and blue. I've also sneaked a grey one in here as well. Like I say, it's not an exact science capsule wardrobe, but basically it's just, you know, you've got the colours to mix and match. So if you want to wear a pair of shorts one day with a white top, the next day you want to wear a blue top, you can kind of do that. But everything you pack hopefully will mix and match with something else. Now, I am a fan of the vest top. I do like sleeping in a vest top. I don't mind going to the gym in a vest top if we're going out for a walk. I'm happy with a vest top, but I like vest tops underneath. And another one of the classics for me is this checkered top. Now, this is absolutely battered, but going out, I know I can wear a white vest top with this. If it's too hot and I'm trying to protect myself from a bit of sun, I know I can put this on, can tie it around my waist, it can be off and on. You know, I do tend to wear this particular top quite a lot on holiday. So again, a variety of vest tops, and then this one, which you can, and you know what, I tend to kind of wear the same thing over and over again. So that is going with the t-shirts, and we'll also put that in there. I've also got a blue polo shirt, and this is kind of like a 3/4 arm. It's not like a full jumper, but it's not a t-shirt, and that is stripy blue. And well, I can't decide if it's blue and white or black and white because it's kind of looks different in different lights. So there we go. There is 2 more packing cubes done. Again, they'll come out the other end and straight in the wardrobe. No need for unpacking. Now, I mentioned before dresses, and I don't wear dresses an awful lot, but this is the new dress that I got last week or the week before, and I really love it. And this spotty blue and white one, I absolutely love this dress. It's so comfortable to wear. However, I don't wear girly shoes. I do wear these sparkly trainers, which I'm going to show you. Now, I do have the most adorable bag that goes with this, but I think for holiday, I'm possibly not going to bother. Now, I'm going to take a different denim jacket for these. Now, this denim jacket I've had since I was 30, and it's a Calvin Klein one, and I bought the matching jeans, which I can't get back into, and they're so 90s, like with big flared bottoms and low rise. They're a bit disgusting, to be honest with you, but I've just managed to get back into this jacket, so I do really love it. So if you saw a video of me last week with a little blue denim jacket on, this is the one. So I'm going to take 2 dresses that will go with the same jacket and the same shoes, and yeah, that is probably going to be it for nighttime. However, the little short cropped white jeans that I showed you before, they will also go with these little shoes. Now, the white crop jeans that I said I'd packed before, they will also go with these little glittery shoes. All I need to do is pack some they're like little sort of invisible sock things that sort of go over your feet, they will be going in as well. Now I do have another pair of jeans that I'm going to be taking, and these are quite baggy. Jed thinks these look horrendous on me, but I find them really comfortable, and they're kind of like a mom jean style where I can turn the ends up. I know they go with the glittery trainers, so I'm packing them. I do love them. They are going. Now I wanted to show you this after sun because it is amazing. I love the smell of it. Just reminds me of being on holiday. You can get it from Boots, but I tend to sort of pick this up on holiday. When we go to Lanzarote and I stay with my friend, I just buy a big one of these and I leave it in her house. But I find this is just really, really so good. I love it. So I've probably got about half a bottle of that. I might have showed you this the other day. So I tend to have a lot of things in small sizes that I just keep for holidays. And this is everything I need to blow my hair. Now, my hairdryer will go in my hand luggage. It'll go in the bag that Jed pulls along, but this has got mousse, hairspray, it's got some Olaplex in it, it's got some dry shampoo, and it's got some shine, it's got a couple of clips, a couple of bobbles. So I know all I probably need to blow my hair for that is maybe 2 of the clips to clip it up. So I never really unpack that. Some things I just keep packed all the time, ready to go. Now this might seem like a little excessive, but we do have separate toothbrushes just for holiday, and I've got the toothpaste there in a plastic bag. We started doing this when we had the caravan, I think, or you know, like, because we have electric toothbrushes at home, we don't want to be hiking them everywhere on holiday. So these little plastic tubes I've had for donkey's years. You can get them from just places like Costco or something like that. So that is the toothbrush and the toothbrushes and the toothpaste. I have got a small little packet of wipes there to take as well, because let's face it, you just never know when you might need that little pack of wipes. I think I might have showed you this the other day as well. So this was from Primark, but we tend to sort of decant a lot of things. I use Olaplex for my hair, so I've decanted 2 conditioners, a shampoo and a blue conditioner into this little tub. Again, wrapped it in a plastic bag, and that will go in my suitcase. Earbuds, because you can never have enough earbuds, despite people saying don't use earbuds, they're dangerous. I just couldn't get out of the shower and not use an earbud. Now, I do like a bar of soap on holiday, and I can suffer with prickly heat in the past. So for me, I do take an antihistamine. I do have my allergy suntan lotion, and also I like the Dettol shampoo. If I'm going out in the day, one thing that I will always do, if I've put after sun on overnight, I'll have a shower in the morning and wash everything off. I'll put my suntan lotion on before I go out in the sun. I generally never do it in the sun, and that I think helps me not get prickly heat. So I think, and whether I'm right on this or not, I don't know, if I put after sun on overnight, the next day before I go out to sunbathe, I'm going to get up, I'm going to sit and have my coffees, I'm going to shower, have a little shower, and then dry off, and then I'm going to put my suntan lotion on a good half an hour before I go out in the sun. Gives it time to soak in. Or I feel like if I'm doing it in the sun, I can start feeling a bit uncomfortable. So for me, this is my go-to soap, and you can buy this in little you know, these are like small little soap bars. So I know probably on a 10-night holiday, we're going to go through 2 of them, but I just find this is a really good soap for when you've had a day on the beach and you're washing, or anywhere really, by the pool, and you're washing those suntan lotions off. I find this is one of the best soaps. I'm not really a big fan of shower gels. I don't know why. I never have been. I always do kind of like a bar of soap. At home, I tend to use Imperial Leather, Dove, or the Dettol. But on holiday, I always take the Dettol. What else do I need to show you? Oh, I know, I've bought something new. This was £8 from Primark. I thought it was a bit of a bargain. No idea why I took my glasses off, but there we go. And yeah, it's a little bit of a sun hat. I think it's quite cute. It does feel a little bit big, but yeah, I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a go. I don't know whether it's very me or not. I'm really not sure, but I thought £8, that's quite nice. And yeah, I'm not, like, I love the sun. I love feeling warm, but sometimes I can get a little bit hot and bothered. So I thought, give that a try. Now, I don't expect I'll really wear a lot of makeup on holiday, but I might wear a little bit of bronzer, a bit of mascara if I go out. And the next thing I'm going to show you, I'm not a big fan of at all. However, when I stay in a hotel, like when I wash my face overnight, I use a cleanser, or a cleansing balm, and I use a flannel every night religiously without fail. But when I'm on holiday, like not washing them properly for 10 days does give me a bit of the ick. So I do buy some facial cleansing wipes. I don't really like them, I'll be honest with you, but I don't want to ruin hotel towels, because it's all right me ruining my own flannels, but I don't want to like do that, and I don't want like stinky flannels. So I do have, I'll only take one packet of them. They're just cheapy ones from Primark, and yeah, they're just really for taking my makeup off before I use a cleanser and wash my face, because I still will wash it, but it just, when you've got like loads of mascara all over flannels, yeah, just not a big fan of that. Now, the other day when I was at Primark, I also did buy some new socks. They were £3 and that is for 7 pairs. Thought that was a bit of a bargain, really. So I thought, you know what, they're quite good for like the low trainer socks, so I hope they don't ride down in the trainers at all, but there we go. So yeah, they're going in. I did also buy some thongs. I thought, you know, I do need some new underwear, because again, I've just like shrunk by losing a couple of stone. So I thought, well, I'll try them and see what they're like. They're just the invisible thong ones from Primark, and they were £6 for 3 pairs. I've thrown them on there, but I'm not taking them away. I've got loads of knickers, don't need any more of them. So another couple of things, I've just got one little small pack of, they're not like pajamas, they're like shorts and like a vest top, so that will be for me to sleep in. I've also got another blue jumper there, so they'll just go with jeans, and probably if we're just sat out of a night and I'm at my friends and we're just chatting, because it can be a little bit cool of an evening. I've just found another couple of kind of what I call beachy shorts. So they're just like, these are just like little cheapy ones I've had for a few years from Primark. I'm not going to take those blue. I'm just going to take a light blue and a dark blue. Now, obviously, this isn't everything. This is just the kind of the basics, the start of it all for me. I'm not really a big jewellery person. I don't wear a lot of jewellery. I do wear my watch every day. So what I have got is I have got a couple of different watch straps, because I wear an iWatch, so I'll just change them. I've got a lovely silver strap there. I've got a nice red one, and I've got a red and a blue plastic one, and the one that I have on is my white one now. So yeah, I tend not to take a lot of jewellery. I might take a bracelet. I don't really have, well, I do have one necklace, but I think if I'm out in the sun and I'm hot, like it'll just annoy me. I do like a sort of dangly necklace, but again, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to take jewellery wise. I'll probably decide that in the morning. So that is basically the start of my capsule wardrobe. I hope you found this interesting and it's given you some ideas of what can help you pack when you're packing in the future. I know I've definitely got a couple of things. So I know I've got like a white jumper in the wash. This blue jumper, I know it's just too big for me, but I find them so comfortable. I've got this in pink, white and blue, and yeah, they're just my sort of comfortable go-to jumpers. So I probably will take that white jumper as well. But yeah, I think you tend to find you just wear the same thing, like mix and match. And that's basically, I have got some more toiletries. Obviously, we've got all Jed stuff to go in there as well. So that is basically the start of my capsule wardrobe. And yeah, we'll probably, Jed's already packed quite a lot of his packing cubes, and I did buy him a few little bits the other day. We're just kind of doing the last minute run round now. We don't have an early flight tomorrow. Our flight isn't till late in the afternoon, and we are getting picked up at 11 o'clock. We have ordered a taxi. We looked at leaving our car at the airport, but we'd left it too late to book the multi-story. Basically, our daughter was going to take us, and then she has made some different arrangements for that day now, so she can't take us. So yeah, we looked at booking the multi-story. It was far too expensive. I think it was like about the same price as the taxi company that we always use. And we quite like that, you know, it's less stress for Jed. Has everything been done? And like where we leave it at the airport, once we left our car at the airport, well, it was mine, and came when we picked it up, they took it off and parked it in a field, and it was full of mud. So I'm really reluctant to leave it at the airport again. So anyway, I'm just rambling now. So that is it, my loves. I hope you've enjoyed this second video in this Packing Like a Pro series. This is not an exhausted list of everything to do. This is just basically how I start and do it. And yeah, with the capsule wardrobe. So like I say, I have tend to have like lots of blues and denims, white vest tops, white t-shirts, blue t-shirts, couple of bits of pink. So yeah, just kind of mix and match. Start off with those, your favourite colours, what makes you feel good on holiday, and build your wardrobe around that. So that is it for this video. If you haven't watched the first one is about your suitcases, your hand luggage, and all about your packing cubes. And the next video is going to be about hand luggage. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get that filmed tonight. I might have to do that in the morning. So that is everything that's going to go in our hand luggage. And so all things like your medications and the stuff that you're not allowed to put in your suitcase, like your juice packs. If you don't know what a juice pack is, it's basically an extra charger for your phone. Some airlines now, they will not let you put them in your whole suitcase, so you have to have them in your hand luggage. And believe me, you do not want to be checking your case in and digging all of that out. I don't think it's so bad with the Canaries, but when we went to Singapore earlier in the year, everyone was in the suitcase having to get everything out. So that is it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and of course let me know, are you planning a holiday? Where are you going? Let me know, because I'd love to know. And yeah, so that is it. Thank you very much for joining me and getting this far. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. I'm sure YouTube's going to suggest you a couple of videos for you to watch, because, you know, it likes to do that, doesn't it? So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.